When you think of games on the Nintendo DS, what do you think of? Super Mario 64 DS? Pokemon Diamond and Pearl? Racing games don't really come to mind because everyone knows that the DS and Nintendo DS stands for Don't Speed. Just kidding, of course there's racing games on the DS. It actually stands for Double Speed. And it even has racing games that the 3DS didn't have, like Burnout. I finally get to talk about Burnout, my favorite racing game. Now Burnout is when you get about to 25 and you've been working as an adult and you wake up every day and you go to work. You come home, you pay bills, you make dinner, you clean, you go to sleep, and you repeat it the next day. Every day for the rest of your life. Wait a minute, my bad. I was talking about the racing franchise Burnout. Anyways, I had this game as a kid. And back when I played this game on the DS, this is what I saw. And now, yeah, it's kind of bad. The physics and the hit detection are kind of funky. And for a game like Burnout, that's the most important part. Ramming cars here to take them out feels off in this game, and the collision hit is bad. I keep crashing every 2 seconds, and I can't even perform a burnout, which is, when you use your boost completely in one go without crashing. In fairness, it is still the Burnout Legends game, which has the maps from the first 3 games, and it has my favorite mode, Crash. So even with its subpar graphics and physics, if this is all you had available, like me when you were a kid, you only had a DS but wanted to play Burnout, it gets the job done. I spent countless hours playing this game back then, and to me, I didn't see its flaws. But maybe I need to wear these to play it. Ah, there we go. Okay, so before I play the next game, it was raining when I was recording this, and you can actually see lightning in the background, and it flashed and lit up the whole room here. So just a little bonus to show you. Watch the lightning here real quick. Cars. Of course I had to talk about this franchise. The movies came out in the Nintendo DS's heyday, and what a perfect racing title like Cars. The first title here has the Piston Cup from the movie, where you race around the track and you can even jump and you gotta go in the pit stop and whatnot. It also has mini games like this outrunning one where you have to outrun the cops while dodging traffic. Kinda reminds me of those early smartphone games where you race on the freeway or something, trying to get a high score. There's also a Simon Says type of game where you have to repeat the stoplight patterns and you go to higher rounds. Another mini game is this one where you have to fill up the cars at the gas station by rubbing them. That actually works? It worked. Cars 2 here ups the ante on the Cars franchise games on the Nintendo DS. The story mode this time is the plot of the movie, starting with a race now in full 3D third-person view, and the game plays smoother than the first title. The second mission is a stealth sneak mission as a car. Metal Gear who?
Liquid.
Snake, what's wrong? Answer me, please!
Okay, Burnout, Cars franchise, I know what you're thinking. Where's Mario Kart or Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing? And I don't know what those games are. Those must be like small niche racing games on the DS. So the next game is TrackMania Turbo, a game with a full-fledged track editor. This game has countless levels and a puzzle mode where you have to complete a track by using only a set number of pieces, and you have to successfully race it to earn the medals. The race mode has different levels from different environments, and each level is a quick short race to the end against the timer, with basically some ghost opponents. The platform mode has you complete these tracks, and they have ramps and obstacles, and you have to try to complete it with the least amount of tries possible. This game has a lot of content for a racing game on the DS, and it's like a mix of like racing platforming games and track builders, and honestly is a great game on the DS. It features a multiplayer and a shop mode. The game has a basic menu and a basic layout, but in this instance, it's perfect. You don't need to be flashy or fancy if the actual game is clean like this one. The race level offers a challenge for the medals, and you'll find yourself repeating the levels to finish for your best time. Now I know I barely mentioned Mario Kart and those racing games that everyone probably knows on the DS, but I wanted to focus on smaller known games for this video, and the last game is more of an arcadey game that I previously also played on the PS2 back in the day. Speed Racer. This DS port is just as wacky and fun as a PS2 version I remember. Speed Racer is a game where you can go over 300 miles per hour. No biggie, me on a residential street. You can do flips, turns, and not just off ramps, but basically anytime you want to gain some boost in your boost meter. It's super fast paced, and thanks to Kart Fu, yep, automotive martial arts, not only do you want to place first, but you also want to perform the most moves to earn you the most points and fans too. And you can take down opponents by pressing B once you see the command over them, and you have to perform a quick time event to win the challenge. It's a cross between F-Zero and, Asphalt or something, and the DS port is really great. The cup mode is fun. and all the tracks add a lot of variety and chaos to the game. Going so fast and just sliding around everywhere is arcade racing perfection. I can literally be going backwards and I'm calm. Man, back to facing forward. Any other game, I would be toast. I would never recover in the race if I spun out like that. But that's where Speed Racer thrives. Drifting, flips, it's all good. I just gotta use my boost and catch up to the other racers. And when you have a full meter, psychedelic euphoria ensues your motor vehicle, and you truly are speed racing. Well, that's all for today because all these racing games reminded me I have to go drive somewhere, so let me just get in my car real quick. I gotta stop playing racing games before I drive.